Well, hello, my lovely friends in YouTube land. This is Tuesday once again, and I am making another layout for the Empty Box Series 2. And this is a summer themed empty box. And these pictures were taken in Maui at the President's Club cocktail dinner, where you got to dress up and act silly and get your pictures taken in a photo booth. And so I wanted to get these scrapped. I took some paper from Bella Boulevard, Make Your Mark, with those lovely words on there, and some of this Bow Bunny double dot called Buttercup Vintage in the lovely yellow. And then the background blue is basic gray mint julep paper. If you remember that, it's quite old. It's been in my stash for quite some time, but I finally get to use it. So I am just kind of getting my foundation laid here. I ended up tearing these edges, but you can't really see that once the layout comes together, and that's okay. I mean, I went really heavy on the embellishments here and kind of just filled the page with tons of embellishments, and I had a really fun time doing it. So and today has been one of those days, like I'm finally getting used to these orthotics in my shoes. I've been in so much foot pain that it's been ridiculous, and I've had cortisone shots and I ice them all the time, and now I finally got fitted for these orthotics that are just very strange, but it's working. So I'm starting to get used to them. I've got the ridiculous old man 1980s shoes that I swore I'd never wear. But when you're on your feet all day, it's important to have that support. And I have decided that being pain-free is more important. So hopefully I am on the road to recovery for my feet. And then I cracked a tooth on Easter, if you've been following me, and I finally went in today and it was actually a crown, so fortunately it wasn't too extensive. They just had to replace the crown, and so I got that done today with the teeth cleaning. And I don't know, it's just been like doctor after dentist after doctor. It's like, I'm so tired of going to the doctor. It's tough getting older, man. I mean, I don't know. I stay in the gym and I eat healthy, and stuff still happens. So take care of yourself. Oh my goodness. I couldn't imagine if I was like somebody that didn't go to the gym and work out all the time and watch what I ate. I would be a very large, miserable, falling apart person, because I'm already falling apart, I think. But I don't mean to complain. I feel very fortunate that I have the health that I do. So a lot of people do not have that. And so I'm grateful every single day, even if I'm in pain. But things do start to fall apart as we get older. So just take care of yourself. Here I'm fussy cutting some of this Maggie Holmes paper. I love the cameras, and I thought I would put it on this layout, but I don't end up using it. The pastel colors of the cameras just didn't work with the bright blue and the bright yellow, and it was too much of a contrast. One looked more pastel and vintage, and the other one looked more bold and bright. And so you're going to see me go through a little fussy cutting and then decide not to use them. But that's okay. I'll save them for something else. And let's see, where do I keep disappearing to? Oh, I must still be trying to fussy cut or something. No, that would be the fan blowing my paper. So you can see I'm kind of figuring out, do I want to use this? Do I like this? I really don't like the Maggie Holmes elements. But I do like these other elements, these labels. I think one of them, the one at the top that says "You Make My Day," I do not keep. I end up removing that one. But I do keep the one from Amy Tan. It was one of her cut apart sheets that says "Remember." And I think that blue works perfectly on this page. And then some of the other elements that I'm using here, that is another Amy Tan sticker. And I just put that chipboard piece on top, and it says share the joy. Also some chipboard that is the black banner down below. It says find what makes you happy. And I didn't write down where the chipboard's from. I think they're from the Hip Kit Summer Bliss collection that was a couple of years ago in July that I threw into the empty box. And that's one of the problems, like it's always like small bits and bobs. So if you don't keep the label or you only have one or two left, it has a tendency to fall into the box and you forget who made the product or what collection it came from. So I apologize if I'm not completely accurate in some of my descriptions of collections. So I knew I was going to put a bunch of labels around the page at this point, so I just wanted to put some wax paper behind them so I could figure out placement. And I do end up using a citrus twist stamp, which I'm excited. I need to use my stamps more often. I just don't do that. So that one little fussy cut piece that looks like the journal lines was from that Maggie Holmes paper. I do end up using that, and I'm going to put chipboard on top of it as well. And I'm trying to remember where that chipboard came from. See, I thought about that one, but I don't really like it. So lots of playing around. I'm just going to fuss with placement. Unfortunately. I'm like, I don't really like this. Do I like this? Oh, I do keep the flare that says, oh, happy day. I believe that's a really old flare for buttons that I threw in the box. And that is the chipboard, the best ever. I do end up keeping that on that journal spot. So, and I like the way that looks. Add some dimension to the page. That forever and ever, I don't end up using it. And I don't end up using the one that says cute. So I'm just going to work on layering the photos. I just used that yellow color from the Double Dot collection for both photos, and I'm going to put them as I like in a diagonal pattern on the page. And that's why a lot of this torn edge gets covered up, because the photos are fairly large and I'm going to go crazy on embellishing here in a second. So the Crepe Paper Oasis collection, I don't think I ended up using any of that. I kept trying to go to it, but oh, maybe I did use one of the labels that says let's get away. I think that's the only one I use. And it is in the same kind of royal blue. I do have this other label that I believe is a sticker. Yeah, it's not a cut apart, it's a sticker. And I will put it in that area, but I'm not going to use the label that says cute. I'm going to do a little cluster there instead. And I still keep trying to make that forever and ever work, but it does not. So it is beautiful weather today. Oh, I would love to just be out in it, but I have a little break after the dentist trip, and so I thought I would come home and edit a video for you all so that I could share. I've been enjoying editing videos lately. You know how you kind of get in those moods where you're just like on a roll, and oh, and I came up with a new technique that I'm using on my layouts, and I did like a sneak peek on my Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, it's Truelaine, and it'll show you a new technique that I've been using on my layouts, and I've been having a lot of fun doing that, and it might inspire you to do that technique as well. So I'm going to have some videos coming for you on that. This is a long video. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm taking so long. I guess I better find more to talk about. Okay, so I do end up using some of this wood veneer. It is from the My Mind's Eye on Trend 2. And I like the one that says, "Be your beautiful self." That is the little oval there. I'm going to make a little cluster on top of that journal spot with the chipboard and use that wood veneer to finish that out. I also use some wood veneer, that same wood veneer that says "Happy Days Are Here." It's going to go directly below "Share the Joy." And I'm going to add a little bit of twine in that one. Also, I am going to move that lower journal spot. I'm going to remove it actually, and I'm going to move that wooden heart up and just to the left of that yellow label that has love. I'm going to move the word love over and add the wood above it. So here's where I get out my archival ink and use one of the Citrus Twist stamps. And it says, "We know how to have fun around here." And we do. We are always having fun. I don't think it's stamped properly the first time. I had to redo it and then cut it out. But I was excited to use it. I need to just do a bunch, I need to do a layout that just has a bunch of stamping all over it. I've got to come up with some idea to do that. I'm going to move that label I just stamped down. Oh, I must have lost something. I was like, what? Where's my... I don't know. Maybe I was looking for those stickers. Yeah, I'm going to back that label actually with a piece of the scrap from the Bella Boulevard paper, I believe. No, the Bo Bunny double dot. I think it's the back side of that. And that's when I'm going to bring in that little label from the Oasis crepe paper collection. So I may have said this on the last video, but I'm just dying to know what people got as far as goodies on National Scrapbook Day, or International Scrapbook Day. I don't know. I didn't really get anything. I played along with some challenges, and I mean, like I said, I got some of the cut files from the cut shop because it was 50% off, but I just wasn't thrilled with some of the sales. But if you bought a bunch of stuff and you got great deals, I would love to hear about it. You can leave a comment below, or you can share with the Cheeky Studio Facebook group. I would love to hear what people got. And what is your favorite line right now? I have so many that I'm enjoying. I really like Cocoa Vanilla Happiness, but it's so hard to get your hands on it. It's absurd how hard it is to get your hands on Cocoa Vanilla. And I don't really want to order it direct from the company because I think the shipping is something like, I can't remember, it was like $25 or $29. It was crazy. And I was like, oh no, I'm not paying that. So I did add a little bit of tangled thread behind the label that is popped up that says "Remember," and also the journal spot with the chipboard. And that wood veneer is going to stay where it is, but I'm going to remove that star and I'm going to replace it with a puffy sticker that is a camera. And I'm going to add a few of those. So here's where I added that stamped label and the "Let's Get Away." I think I'm looking at some more Amy Tan. I do use that chipboard that says "Awesome." I'm going to put it directly underneath the wood veneer that says "Happy Days Are Here." Oh, I added a little more tangled thread. So that's actually not, I thought that was a chipboard, but I guess I made it a chipboard. How did I do that? It's a acrylic, and I guess I just put it on white, and then I used double-sided foam. I would have swore that was chipboard I was looking at, but it is a sticker. I just popped it up. I'm also going to dig into some of my puffy stickers that are from the Oasis collection as well. Oh, and this Hip Kit Summer Bliss collection. I like the little border there, the little scallop border ties in some of the reds and colors that are in that paper. And here's where I've got some of the puffy sticker cameras that I'm going to bring in. I do keep that label that says "So Very Happy." I don't use that. I do use the word relax. That's going to be my title, and it's going to be at the bottom. And then I'm going to add another camera there just above that wood veneer that says beautiful. Well, I thought I was going to leave it up there, but I guess I move it later. And I do end up grabbing one of those little golden geotags, and I'm going to add it just to the right of that chipboard on the journal spot by the wood veneer. So grabbing some of the pineapples because, hey, we were in Maui, so that seemed fitting. So I use a couple of those. And that also ties in some of that background paper that I tore. Oh, I wonder why I haven't moved that little camera yet. But I will. Finishing up with a little watered down white acrylic paint. I really like to do that with summer layouts. I don't know why, but it's just fun, and it adds a light, airy look to the layout. And I have so many like bright, bold colors going on this layout. It's kind of unusual for me, so I really wanted to lighten it up a little bit with some white. You can see how silly we are in those pictures. Bab is so much fun. So that's it. That is the layout. Thanks again for joining me. I really appreciate you watching. And like I said, let me know what your favorite line is right now. Maybe I've missed something, but I'm really liking the Cocoa Vanilla Happiness collection. So I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.